Hi, I'm RJ from Love Now Amsterdam. I'm here at Jacket Required in London. I'm standing here with Phil from Werth. Could you tell us a bit more about your brand identity?
Well, basically, we're at the heart of it. We're a sharp British clothing brand, and sharp being it's very clean. It's interesting fabrics, it's textures, it's pattern, and that all comes through with what you can see in front of you really within the range. A lot of it's mixing either warm handle fabrics against sharper, more tonic-y fabrics, interesting fabrics, and it's just bringing it all together so it sits as the brand really. So.
Could you maybe show us some highlights to the camera?
Yeah. What we call a top coat, and it's very, what we like to do is mix fabrics, so it's mixing in little details, so it's basically still very wearable, but it's got the details that are hidden a little bit in there. So you might have a little bit of fabric coming through on a collar stand and underneath the collar, but then it carries through onto other products, and it's in details in other areas, sort of thing. So, and then textures and prints, which are very important to us as well. You know, this little double dot that we've printed onto an Oxford, and then this jacquard jersey, which is very important.
This print, by the way.
Yeah. Again, texture is very important to us. The mixing texture and then using the colour as well to enhance that really. So, and it basically, as you go through the range, it is all about the different textures, the different patterns, the different qualities that we use to just lift the range a little bit, so it just doesn't look, old, or it makes it more contemporary and modern on, older sort of silhouettes and things like that, really.
So I'm standing here with Pablo, the designer of these beautiful shoes. Could you tell us a bit more about the shoes and some of the materials, maybe show something to the camera?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, basically, the footwear that we do is a modern take on a classic shape. So you look across the board and say the English shoes like the classic brogue, they're full leather uppers and full leather inners, like pig linings and full leather uppers with rubber outsoles. That goes across the range. They all are English traditional shapes, but we give it a little bit of a twist though. If you look at the brogue and you just change classic brogue to put a bit of a sway, a bit of a collar pop, just to, it's a modern twist across the range like you've got on the clothing. So it feels it's like the same feel that you get on the clothing you'll get across the footwear. So we're trying to be a little bit different without going away from our classic shapes.
Thanks so much, Pablo, and really keep at it because they are looking fine.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
excellent.
Especially that one.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's the whole play with the different materials and the different colors in the soles. Yeah, I dig that.
Great.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And what's an interesting question for us Dutch is, where can we find it in the Netherlands?
Unfortunately, we're not really in the Netherlands at the moment, but we are looking to grow into the Netherlands and into Scandinavia overall, really. So, yeah, it's an area, it's a market that we're interested in. We feel the brand will do very well in that market as well, because it is, again, it's a British brand, but it's very clean, it's very contemporary, and we feel it would be very good in Copenhagen, in the Netherlands or Copenhagen or Scandinavia, yeah.
And does your brand release new items during the season, and do you restock, or is it only pre-order?
No, mainly pre-order, but we always, because we've got a lot of our own retail as well, we're in concessions and our own retail, so we're always injecting new pieces of products into the range and new ideas into the range all through the seasons, yeah.
I think it will do very well in our little country as well.
Good.
So thank you so much for showing some of your collection.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
That's it, really?